What is up, Kenn Folk? How y'all doing today? If you haven't already heard, Griner's coming back from Russia. Old Uncle Joe, he got her out. He got her out. So if you guys don't know, I mean, it's pretty much well known, but if you don't know, basketball player likes to smoke a little bit of, cannabis oil in the vape, got caught when coming back to America with said cannabis oil, and was basically being thrown into a labor camp. She has been released after being there for only 10 months. A whole bunch of people have been making videos about this, but one of the things that I am kind of upset about is, she's not the only American that is being held in Russia and forced to do labor camps. There's also 3 other Americans that I don't feel like anybody has highlighted, and I think we need to discuss it. And I think it also, unfortunately, it shows the perspective and the priorities of America and why I think we are doomed. Of the 3 Americans that are being held, the first person is a Marine. His name is Paul Wallin. He traveled to Moscow for a wedding. So on his way back, he was detained for espionage charges and being a spy. He is being held in Russia with a 16-year labor sentence. Paul is 52 years old. The other one is Mark Fogel. Mark Fogel is a teacher, was being held because of weed-related charges. He has chronic back pain and uses cannabis as a way of dealing with it. He was convicted at the age of 61 and forced to do a sentence of 14 years in a labor camp. Last one is Sarah. She had a domestic violence dispute and during the altercation had to protect herself had ended up cutting her boyfriend. She has been released, but she is unable to leave Russia at this time. So here's my thoughts on this. Look, I'm not surprised. A lot of people are stunned by, oh my gosh, like, how could we leave an American, veteran, or how could we leave these teachers? And I'm like, for an athlete, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Because if we look at the American system and what we value celebrity, we value athletes. It's not surprising. It's sad. Originally in the talks, Paul was one of the ones who were originally going to be brought back to the United States. But a lot of the issues why people are upset is also not necessarily of who we are leaving behind, but who we traded. We took a recreational pothead who is an extremely great athlete. I guess extremely great. I don't know. I don't watch the WNBA. I don't even know who watches the WNBA. But nonetheless, in return for getting our WNBA athlete, we are sending back to Russia an arms dealer. We have traded a guy who has worked with the Soviet Union, who has many ties to Russian elites. A former DEA agent called him one of the most dangerous men in the world. The fact that we would trade in an athlete for a crazy arms dealer, this is America. Don't catch you slipping on. I think we're doomed. I guess the optimistic thing I would say is that the truth is coming out. We're seeing how our government and how people in positions of power use their power and how they, are really into some dark stuff and, what they're willing to do in order to satisfy their own desires or in order to even appease the public or to get some kind of like brownie points, whatever, with certain individuals. So I think that is one of the pluses about this. However, the negatives about it is I think there will be little to no change. The awareness factor is changed, but I highly doubt things are going to change. The fact that the presidency could feel so comfortable as to trade an arms dealer for an athlete, that already tells you how we're going as a society, as a nation, and what we really value. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comment sections below about the whole situation. Do you think we should have just left her over there? I feel like we should have just left her over there. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section below about the situation. What do you think should be the next move for America in terms of, getting even these people out? I think we should highlight the people who are still there, and we should do everything as much rah as people have had. I think we should have just as much for all these people who are currently still in Russia and who can't leave. Go ahead and like the video if you did like it, and then subscribe for the next one, guys. We got something coming up. I had heard about this documentary recently that's been, I haven't seen anybody do a review on it, which is kind of crazy. So if you guys are interested and you're curious, what is this mystery documentary, you're gonna have to subscribe if you want to know what's up. All right, so as always, Kenn Folk, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.